Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and every day we bring you up-to-date crypto news, technical analysis. We find and highlight hidden gems super early so you can make money with us along the way. And obviously we're trying to support people in building generational level wealth. If that's your bag, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell, select all notifications so you never miss a thing. Right. Everybody's been asking, I say everybody, a lot of people have been asking for us to cover 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧. Well, here we are. Let's get into it. So I'm going to start on coin market cap. Let's just take a quick moment to have a look at what's cracking here, right? So just under 2 cents currently, up 4% today, which is remarkable. The total max supply or total supply is 100 billion tokens for this one. So that is really high. And 54% of the tokens are actually currently in circulation, right? We've had an all-time high of just under 6 cents, which is pretty remarkable. So it's on a discount at the moment, so you know it's an opportunity if you see it that way. Obviously none of this is financial advice, we're just talking about this project. I'm not actually invested in it. It's not paid promotion, none of that jazz. It's just that you guys have asked us to cover this one off. So let's get down to their website, take a look at what's going on there. So send money smarter, instant low cost money transfer powered by the blockchain. So this is all about remittance payments. Now for some of you that may not be aware, a lot of this is around the banking the unbanked, and you know this is something that we commonly talk about on the show, on live streams, in videos. And you know, this is another platform looking to break into this remittance payment marketplace, right? So there are countries around the world where over 50%, sometimes even over 60% of their population are still unbanked in 2021, which is just, you know, it's obscene really in this day and age. So let's have a look at what's being put on their website, right? Remittance reimagined on the mobile, right? So this is a mobile app where you can send and receive money close to instantly, right? So let's see what they're saying here. There is nearly 5 times more mobile phones than active bank accounts, yet people around the world are still lining up to send money from a high cost remittance agents like Western Union. I guess that's their example. Why waste time and money when you could be using what's already in your pocket? So this is instant transfers by leveraging blockchain technology and mobile money infrastructure. We enable users to transfer money globally in seconds, right? So it's not instant, it's in seconds. Mobile convenience. 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 works with mobile operators and e-wallets globally, allowing us to reach a broad base of users with a contactless service. Most affordable, so including fees and the FX margin, the global average cost of sending a remittance payment is over 7%. 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 is targeting an average total cost of less than 2%. So that's interesting. And you know, I believe banks are about 11% average, and we discussed this on a previous video. I think it might have been the XRP video where we sort of touched on that a little bit. Right, powerful and secure network. So built on the Ethereum blockchain, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 combines the strength of decentralized network with multi-signature crypto security. So that's interesting. So that's pretty much what they've put here. I know that their summary is, our user-first design makes the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 wallet the ultimate way to send money. Simply cash in, enter the beneficiary country, mobile number, amount, and then just send. So you know, it's remarkably simple, right? Telecom operators are issued TEL based on their transaction volume and integration, ensuring the most efficient delivery of an affordable remittance service to their subscribers. Incentivized adoption, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 can easily fit into existing fee models for connecting to carriers, billing, and mobile money platforms, but any fees applied are then deducted from TEL issuance. The model incentivizes a low fee service that is attractive to the end user but still profitable for the network. Flexible telecom API. So Telcon's pricing and exchange API interacts directly with the carrier billing and mobile money platforms through REST APIs, SMS and USSD. So yeah, it's just, it's pretty good. They've got quite a few partners. Some of these are like the biggest partners in the area that they're looking to do remittance payments. So yeah, it's pretty remarkable stuff. And then you got some articles here, right? So if you click here, it'll take you to the team. Then basically you've got the team here. So let's pick Paul here. So I've looked through these, solid team, right? So you've got Paul, co-founder and CEO at Altcoin. So this gentleman's got about 20 years experience in telecom, right? So I think something around fraud protection, all that sort of jazz, right? So really well sort of connected, lots of experience. And I talk about this on the channel when we look at teams, right? I like people that are able to get their hands dirty, that are working in the project, right, from top to bottom. So the last thing you want is somebody that's from a completely different sector managing a project, that they've got no experience in that sector. For me, it makes it very difficult for them to be successful. Not impossible, but very difficult, right? So the team is one of those things that's really important to myself, right? So really like the team. They've got some really good advisors as well. So yeah, definitely worth digging into the team some more, in my opinion. And I guess really you've got to sort of consider the use case for this project, right? So remittance payments, we know that you've got several remittance giants. Western Union is one that they've mentioned. You've got MoneyGen, which is another. Then you've got the banks and Swift and all that other stuff that we regularly talk about when we talk about other projects. So what do I feel about Altcoin, right? So I think this project's going to do really well. I think it's going to get a slice of the market, right? I'm not invested in this one. I'm always going to be really honest with you. That doesn't mean that I won't be invested in Altcoin at some point. So I've got to look at what the problem is that they're solving, right? So sending money bank to bank is expensive, and the transaction time is typically 1 to 3 business days. In many emerging regions, large parts of Africa, Asia, South America, many of these don't have bank accounts. So again, another reason, or another problem that they're solving. Many people around the world are dependent on payments from, foreign relatives and friends. And, the one thing that Altcoin has got is that they have already, got a few corridors open, remittance corridors, which allows these payments to be made. And obviously they're going to do more, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's an interesting project, right? If you look at like some of the biggest remittance corridors that you've got like the US to Mexico, the UAE to India, I think that's about 20 billion plus. Hong Kong to China, 17 billion plus. I mean, the list goes on. And obviously with the fact that Altcoin is going to be, reducing the cost of these remittance payments is immense. You're going to be going from an average of, 7%, if 7%, or from 11% average for a bank down to 2, possibly 2.5% fee, right? That's a big saving. And when you send in money across the through these remittance payments, it can take a big chunk of that money that you're sending, right? So, Altcoin's already got the Philippines and Canada remittance payments open already, which is remarkable. They've got the US to Mexico on their roadmap, so that would be immense. And we mentioned that they're obviously on Ethereum, but I believe that they're looking to move over to Polygon Matic. So again, that is another bullish sign for me. So if I summarize sort of my feelings on this project, right, they're going to cut costs and time for remittance, which I think is remarkable. So these people that are, queuing up for hours with the bank to send these remittance payments at a charge of an average of 11%. They won't have to queue up, so they're going to save time. Not only that, they're going to save on the fees as well, because it'll be about 2.5%. They've got a really strong team. I mean, I briefly touched on it and I didn't want to get into too much detail. I like you guys to go do your own research. But a strong team. They've got strong group of advisors as well. They're focused on compliance, which is really important. I really like that about the team. They've got incentivizing initiatives with the telecoms in order to partner up with them. They've established partnerships for the roadmap, remittance corridors as well. So I think, for me, it's an interesting project, one that I'm not currently invested in. I think there's lots of competition out there, and that's what is always a challenge in these projects, right? You've got to look at what they're doing in the real world, and it ticks quite a lot of boxes, this project, for me. But I do think that it will be successful compared to where it is now. I think you're gonna make some money out of it. But overall, there's lots of other big projects that are doing very similar things, right? So there is room for many. It's a case of who's going to provide the best service, right? And there's customers are going to use various different platforms, and I think it depends on how these projects all bridge with one another. So that's kind of my take on Tel-Coin. I hope it was interesting, informative, and you got something from it. With that said, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.